Good morning, it's Kash Jackson, Restoring Freedom. I've got my team with me, Alan Carter and Ariana Jordan.
Peace.
They're right here, they're in the front. So just want to give people an update. I am a little hoarse. That's from, being out in the cold and, just part of being up here and talking to a lot of people and what have you. So I just want to give you guys a quick update. Okay, number one, this morning I was able to meet with a man, a citizen of Bismarck. He and I had a disagreement, if you will, and basically what it came down to is he threatened to whoop my ass. I threatened to whip his ass right back. And in the end, we're able to sit down in Denny's and have a civil conversation between ourselves. And at the end of the day, he still didn't agree with me being here, but we were at least able to have open dialogue. So that's what we should be able to do, right? Have a conversation. You know, we get emotional, we have a disagreement, but we talk it out as adults. And that's what we were able to do. Okay, secondly, more importantly, so we got all these veterans that came in. Oh, my back. I don't know if it'll stay. Anyway, so all these veterans came in, and here's my question. Why haven't those veterans been utilized to their fullest extent?
Or taken care of.
Or taken care of to the fullest extent. Now, I'm not talking about the First Nations here, okay? They've been working their ass off, working around the clock, trying to take care of them. What I want to know is, where is Mr. Clark and the other gentleman that was with him that arranged to have all these people come in? Where were they at? Because they weren't out there on that bridge with me and all those veterans just a couple days ago. They weren't out there with us. I want to know, where were they at? Furthermore, I want to know what was done with all the money that was donated for all these veterans to come out here.
Almost $1 million.
Almost $1 million. What was done with it? Why did we need that kind of money to bring these people out here for them to sit up here in the casino?
I get fed.
I'd like to know that. Okay? And I'm not trying to be an asshole here. I'm just trying to ask some honest questions. But on the plus side, here's what I did see. I saw my brothers and sisters who are willing to stand up, who are willing to come together, come out here and support what's happening out here. They know something's wrong. Okay, now let me say, there's more to the picture than what we know. There's more to this picture than what we know. Or what the media is saying. There's a lot more, and there's a lot of hard questions that are going to get asked here real soon. There's a lot of people who are going to hold certain individuals accountable. You guys are going to get held accountable. I want you to know that. Men and women are going to want to know, and they're going to ask you some hard-ass questions, so I hope you guys have the answers for them. Period. Now, I know I came out here, I brought a couple people with me. I had one lady who sent me some gas money. She sent me a couple $100 or a few $100 for gas. And I haven't set up no GoFundMe's for this, no nothing. You know, the vast majority of the money's been out of our pocket. Because I don't want to take money from people unnecessarily. You know, if people help me out with gas and food, that's great. My good buddy, Charlie Andrews, we stayed in his camper.
We love you, Charlie.
We love you, Charlie Andrews. But the rest of them, hey, let me tell you something. If you're taking advantage of this situation and you got a GoFundMe set up and you're not using that money to support what's happening out here, if you're not supporting these people in this mission, you can go to fucking hell.
You're a con artist.
You're a
scam.
Yeah, if you did that, you're a con artist and you're a piece of shit, and you're going to get held accountable. I'm not saying any names, but if you're one of those people who did that, whether you're white, black, Native American, doesn't matter. I don't give a shit who you are. If you did that, fuck you.
Wrong.
Nonetheless, I believe in my heart that we have opened up lines of communication with First Nations people, the plight of American citizens all through this country, not just here in Standing Rock, but all through this country. And the point in time is going to come where we're going to stand together. We're going to be on the same page. We're going to have organizational and strong leadership in place to handle these problems in this country. And those of you who use and take advantage of situations like this to further your own fucking agenda, to do whatever it is that you're doing, your fucking PR stunts or whatever it is that you're doing, you're going to get fucking steamrolled by real men and women who are going to change this country. So if you're some fucking PR stunt artist, and I think that's what we've seen is some fucking political stunts being pulled. Fuck you, if that's what you did. I'm not going to say any names until these questions get answered, but they're going to get asked, and you're going to answer them. We're going to find out. We're going to find out. But you know what? The good people of Bismarck, North Dakota, the Lakotas, the Dakotas, the Nakotas, the Crows, all the different First Nations people that I've met that support what we're doing, we're going to stand with you. We're going to stand together. We're going to address corruption on any and all levels. So if you have it on your reservations, I would encourage you to stand up as people and hold your leadership accountable. You hold them accountable. You stand up. You vote. You let your voice be heard. You take no shit. Don't take any shit. I do want to apologize. Yesterday I was speaking to some media and, I was emotional because I'm upset. I'm angry that I'm looking at all my brothers and sisters sitting in a pavilion being underutilized and for reasons that don't make any sense. And we'll talk about that some more later. Yeah, I'm sorry I can't read all the comments. I wish that I could. But I've met a lot of great people out here, and I wish that I could remember everybody's name. But I want you guys to know I stand with you, I support you, and to who?
Ken.
Yeah, got to give a big shout out to my buddy Ken Forecloud. He's a damn good man. Ken is from Crow Creek Reservation down in South Dakota. This guy's going to do some fantastic things, and I want to help this guy out. Ken Forecloud, I do want to set up a GoFundMe for this man. I do want to help him out. He's got a pure heart, a pure spirit, and he really wants to do good things in his community, and his heart is hurting for his community. And if you guys have never researched Crow Creek Reservation, just look at some of the statistics out of there. And that's common in a lot of reservations and other areas in our country. We need to teach and mentor our kids. We need to teach them about their local governments. We need to set them up for success. We need to give them... Man, I don't know if I came back to life or what. I got some CPR from the satellite gods. Anyways, I addressed and I talked about family law reform. I want you guys to know about that. We talked about that. We discussed that. I put it out to my brothers and sisters, my veterans. I want them to come on board and help. We want to build restoring freedom in this country for everybody. We want to address corruption on all levels. And we want real and honest, hardworking Americans who have a genuine love for their country and changing it for the better to come together and stand against the bureaucracy, the bullshit, the politics, and stuff that we don't have no fucking time for. We don't have time for it.
Built by lawyers.
We don't have time for fucking attorneys and the Bar Association who is taken hostage of our country and written laws and rules that nobody understands except them to protect themselves. We don't need that shit in this country.
They don't even follow it once they write the damn rule. How does that sound right? You still follow
Hey, I'm sorry, man. We're in and out of connection. Anyways, you know what? We got to get back to Illinois. I got to go. I hate to leave. I really do. But there's a lot of things that got to get addressed. A lot of things need to be addressed. This front has to be fought on multiple levels. Multiple levels. This is not a very clear-cut picture, I'll tell you that. Never has been. I've known that from the get-go. But what I do know is myself and men like Charlie Andrews, Alan Carter, Ken Forcloud, we came to stand here, and Ariana Jordan, she's gonna give me shit the whole way. We came to stand here with the people, not for any government, not for any council. We came to stand here with the people who genuinely don't want that fucking pipeline through their backyard. They genuinely don't want it. And those assholes who are up here to infiltrate and to antagonize the citizens of Bismarck, fuck you. Leave those people alone. If you are here and you are doing that, fuck you, get out. You're not wanted. You know, they want peace up here. We don't want to leave an environment worse than what we found it. And that means their communities. The people here should feel safe. They need to be able to sit down and have dialogue and conversation and come together and come up with solutions for their communities. That's what we're here for, to protect these people, everybody. It doesn't matter if they're citizens of Bismarck or from the First Nations tribes. They should all feel safe and protected and be able to exercise their constitutional rights, every one of them. And we're not done. Not by a long shot, we're not done. But we can have peaceful conversation. We can sit down at the table together and break bread and have a cold beer. We need more people, more Americans to stand up, to stand next to one another, like we did on that bridge in probably the negative 30 or 40 degree weather, and stand in solidarity and believe in our country and believe in the freedoms that we fought and died for, that men and women went to combat for. We earned that shit. That's ours. That freedom is fucking ours. It's not for theirs to take. Period. So we're safe. We're safe here. We're safe up here. And I've got a lot of new family here in North Dakota and in South Dakota and in Utah and Nevada and Minnesota and Canada and New Zealand, all over this country. We stand together. We stand united. We fix this fucking country from the inside out with our own two hands. No politicians are going to fix it for us. No fucking attorneys are going to fix it for us. No millionaires are going to fix this country. It's the hardworking men and women. It's your carpenter and your plumber, your teacher, your librarian. We fix this country because we know what runs it. And we got to do it peacefully. We got to love one another enough to set aside our differences and have these conversations. And just a reminder to those of you who took advantage of this, you know who you are. You're going to get fucking outed. We're going to make your fucking name known. And if you did something crooked and corrupt, and you took money or bribes, or if somebody threatened you into silence and coerced you into silence, we're going to find out who they are and we're going to expose them. We're going to find out. We got a lot of smart people on this. The light will expose the darkness. You can bet your ass on that. The light will expose the darkness. We will find you. We will find out if you've been given money, if you've been extorted, if you've taken bribes or anything else, and you left your people out to dry. We're going to find out. I ain't saying no names, but you know who you are. The people want to know, and they have a right to know. So, you know, again, pros and cons. Pros are that all these veterans came out. We stood together as whites and as First Nations, as blacks, as Hispanics, whomever they are, and they came here, we stood together, and we still stand together. I don't know the status of this pipeline right now. I don't know. I don't know if those assholes are still drilling or not. I don't know. I presume that they are. I presume that they're not going to let up, because why the fuck would they? They're not held accountable. Till we as a nation demand change and hold these people accountable, they're going to do whatever the fuck they want to do. Yeah, I am sick. I'm sick and tired of the bullshit. That's what I'm sick of. I'm sick and tired of bullshit. But we proved that we can stand together. We proved, no, we're not left out in the cold. I'm not left out in the cold. I'm standing there arm in arm with other men and women who proved that they would get out from behind their fucking computer and come out here and stand together. So I'm not in the fucking cold. I'm out here in the fucking wilderness fighting the fucking wolves. Because they're everywhere. And we'll do it together. I'm not afraid. And I know the men and women who came up here, they're not afraid. You guys join us at Restoring Freedom. You actually want to move some shit. Don't fall in behind these fake motherfuckers. You know who they are. Don't fall in behind them. Because they're not going to get out there and put their neck on the chopping block with you.
Or two-faced.
They're two-faced fucking cowards. You know damn well I'll walk out there with you and I'll put my neck right there on the fucking line with you. Day in and day out. Hey, you know how connection is up here in North Dakota. It ain't easy to keep it. So anyways, I'm going to sign off of here. I hate to leave. I hate for Restoring Freedom to have to leave. But we got to go. I only get my 2 overnights with my children a month. And Fridays, one of my 2 overnights that I get a month. So, I love my children, okay? And I definitely got to put my kids first. So I came out here to stand with my brothers and sisters, and I did that. I brought honor to my house. I brought honor to Restoring Freedom. My friends who came with me, they brought honor to their homes and to Restoring Freedom. Because we stood by what the fuck we said we're going to do, and that's to come out here and stand together. And if I lived closer, I would be here more. And if I got more time with my kids, I would be here more. But I love my children, and I got to get home to my kids. I got to get home to my Marina and my mama. Because I love them too, and they miss me. You guys be blessed, be well. Much respect and love for all of you and my brothers and sisters. You're my family, and we'll fight for you. I promise you that. We'll fight for you. We're not going to change everything today, but we're going to change it. I promise you that. So, you guys be well. This is Kash Jackson, Alec Carter, Ariana Jordan. We're signing off. And just know that we guys love you very much. Bye-bye.